It's just different.
They must have thought I was playing this shit. Like I wasn't playing in this shit. Fuck with the Pope.
Truth be told, don't know how rats survive. It's rhetorical, y'all friends. I can't
Let's get it. Let's fucking get it.
So man, from here obviously.
Yes, sir.
And it's dope that you rap, cause everybody don't rap.
Oh shit, bro. Like I rap, sing.
No, I mean represented. Like everybody don't
rap.
represent it, especially in the music. Especially in the music, a lot of people don't do it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm like all about that shit for real. Look at this. Like, this was my first tattoo. Like, like first song. Since my first song, there's really not much else to it. Like,
so what made you get into music? How you even get into music? Where hip hop come from in your life?
All right, so
because for me, that shit hip hop, not like just rapping and shit. Like it seemed like you took time to develop and shit like that.
Yeah, so music has always been like a part of my life, but in 2013 is when I started to like get into Machine Gun Kelly and Busta Rhymes and people that just like go crazy with the shit. So I watched Machine Gun Kelly's Breaking News music video, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna really try to do something.
Yeah.
So I wrote it down, and then I got on, what's it called, Audacity or some shit, and then
all right, I know what you're
I got, man, all this 2013 shit, like some Turtle Beach gaming headphones, and then recorded my first song right there, like just watched the YouTube video, wrote it, and then I was like, watch a fucking tutorial on how to do this shit, did it.
Oh, that's dope.
Quality was horrible, but I was like, this shit sounds fucking lit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then since then, like everybody's been saying like, bro, you sound like Machine Gun Kelly, no matter how much I try not to.
Yeah.
On every track, apparently, from what I hear.
And Busta, you said? You fuck with Busta heavy?
Not as much as I do MGK, but at the time, like I was just like,
that style.
Yeah, like just going through different songs, just like really trying to hear what he's saying and stuff, and like just going back and deciphering.
Making sure he actually saying shit.
And Montana 300 too. That was when
he's nice.
Yeah, that was when that Chirac remix came out.
He's nice.
So everybody was playing it, and I had to go in and just decipher that shit, because that's just the type of person I am.
Yeah.
I gotta look into everything and see what's up.
Yeah, I remember being, even before I started rapping, I was like, I like listen to songs and be writing all the lyrics down and shit like that. So I wanted to understand that shit for real. But I didn't know I was gonna be rapping and shit, but that helped me a lot on everything.
Where like writing other people's lyrics down?
Yeah,
and
like
just
just learning them and
Hell
shit, and then that helped me learn how to write my own shit somehow. That shit translated.
I really fuck with Complex, how they did that shit, where they would like color code it and then put out like the bar videos or whatever for different artists. I would love scrolling through those because like artists like Kendrick Lamar, like he would just be doing so much different crazy shit than like the normal shit you be seeing now, where it's just like singing and shit, but he be doing the singing shit and then putting just some big ass words. I don't even know what they mean in there, but they rhyme like a motherfucker, and it's like on point as fuck.
So like, so what you think about just how rap is mostly right now? Like, I mean, me, I find the dope shit. You know, the dope shit is my world. So I don't really hear what everybody else listen to and shit, but I know it's out there. So like, that's technically your era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what you think about that shit?
Shit right now, I think it's looking up for real, because like, even for like this area too, I'm seeing a lot more people get really more serious about this shit ever since like Skies blew up. People are like, damn, this shit's getting close to home. Like, you know, like major shit coming around.
I grew up from Hollidaysburg. So.
Nah, he's from Waynesboro, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Something over there. But yeah, bro, I think it's looking up because history always repeats itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So of course it's gonna have its moment again where it's like just straight shit. But that's like every mainstream thing. History is gonna repeat itself, and like the mainstream is gonna come back to that shit that really makes people feel something other than just like the numbing of like drugs, sex, and alcohol. You know what I mean?
Rock and roll shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like
was
that's
gonna ask
always
that.
cool.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
to a level. I was gonna ask that because, well, something similar. Just because real music, right? The real shit is 50 years old now. You know, even rap, some of the realest rap is 20 years old, 20 plus years old now, the dopest shit ever. So, what you think about you is gonna have you here in 20 years, even when you ain't rapping, if you disappear, you know, and your music is left, like, what would be, what about it would keep it here?
Honestly, I think I try to be real as fuck with everyone and just try to make them feel real life vibes in my shit. Like, I'm not trying to be a person that I'm not or anything, you know? Like, I'm letting people know, like, shit straight from the heart. Like, so on some shit, like, for example, if you got somebody that's there for you, that's really, really fucking there for you at the end of the day, don't let that person just slip away and just, you know, like, everyone fights, everyone has their moments and shit, but if somebody's really fucking there for you at the end of the day, like, be there for them. You know what I'm saying?
It be pride is strong in people. So they rather maintain being right than being righteous more so. You know, like, it's better to swallow your pride because that shit's silly. Because eventually it's gonna pass. All the petty emotions pass. Emotions, period. It's emotion. That's the whole thing about it. They all in motion. All that shit's gonna pass. So
drop the fucking bombs.
You know what I mean? So people will get caught up in this moment right now and be mad and would keep that. They walk around with the past. They would keep that moment and keep it, and you literally gotta be kind of disillusioned because you could be past that moment and grown up. They gotta look at you like that still. So they gotta live in that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, I know what you mean.
And people would rather do shit like that opposed to being honest and saying, like, you know, fuck it don't really matter. Cause half the shit don't matter. I don't really care about shit. You spill juice on my fucking white shoes, I don't care about shit like that. But somebody would beat you up about that. Petty shit. And don't know why.
But also, like, you know, like, sometimes people just have a bad day. Like, shit, if I was having a bad day and
you're allowed
supposed
to, though. And
know?
that's what the world needs to realize. We tamper everybody's energy down because that's not politically correct or socially correct to be this way in public. But that's fucking the world up because then you go home and explode or in some type of way you implode or something. You know what I mean? And that's not cool. You should be able to express it. It's how you express it. You could be angry and not fuck nothing up or curse nobody out. You can sit with your anger. And in that moment, I'm telling you, you'll be free. When you sit with your anger and it become a silly thing. Because you let your anger go by and you watch it. And you're like, you mad at that?
Yeah, exactly. And really, that's all it is. It's just a thought. Like, and it's your choice to let it make you mad and take the actions to do things. So, like, you just gotta learn to really, on some hippie shit, just like get on your inner self shit.
Yeah,
like, for real.
That's
like,
life. That's life. Real shit. It's like, that's the world. Your inner world is the real world. This shit out here is fake. It's some bullshit for real. It's a social construct for the most part.
Everybody always worried about what somebody's saying about him and shit. Like, nah.
Yeah, bullshit.
The only person that can even be a relevant hater is yourself. Like, just like we were saying earlier, like, you gotta be your biggest fan. Especially if you're doing this music shit, because you're the only person that can get in the way of where you're going.
Yeah,
And, like, real shit.
That's real. And one thing I did notice, because I hang around with some young people sometimes, and they play the music. But I tell you what I do hear. Yeah, everybody can't rap. That's true. But what I do hear is they got a lot of pain in their music, and it seems like this generation walk with a lot of pain. What you think about that?
Yeah, like what I noticed. Oh shit.
Hold on, give me one. Yeah, just saying how about this generation.
About how
And this pain. 'Cause I hear that shit.
Oh right. Really, like from what I'm seeing, like it's cool to be sad or something now. Like I don't know, or something like Juice World. Like people really vibe with that shit because they really feel it. But like that's what I said about my music. But I don't go to the point where I'm just like I'm gonna pop all these fucking pills because everything's so horrible right now.
Yeah.
Like I've never done that, and even if I did, I'm not gonna tell people to go do that. Like, you know, like I know, and I was talking to somebody else about this before. Like, I know they freestyle a lot of their own songs and shit, but like they listen to it again. You can't tell me that they can't think that like, oh, this might make a person do this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really try to get that deep whenever I'm rapping because it's just a song. But at the same time, like, emotions really set shit in motion.
Yeah, it's
like,
powerful, bro.
Real shit.
Music is really powerful because at the end of the day, it's not different from a book, a movie, a lecture. There's somebody speaking to you from their point of view. And you in their world in that moment. So it is
Word.
deep on that level because I feel like if I listen to your music, when I leave, I should know something about you. And if I don't, then you just rapping. And that's cool if you just rapping. Just let me know you just rapping because I'm looking for something else. You know what I mean? And all the people who really tapped into our hearts is people who made that kind of music where it really touched you in a different way and touched on the problems of the world because the problems of the world don't change.
Right. And like, what are the songs you always fucking remember? The shit that made you really feel something. Like,
yeah. So either exciting or you know, thinking or anything, an emotion, just feeling the emotion. Most of the shit I hear is background music. You can just play it while you fucking shooting pool.
Right. Like,
you know what I mean?
Right. That's big facts.
And so how long you say you've been rapping now?
Shit, I've been rapping for about 7 years.
That's hard.
Since 2013 when I fucking watched that MGK music video.
Man, that's hard, bro. I've been out here since 2013. That's dope.
And then I started making beats in like 2016 on like this little free program called LMMS. For anybody that just wants to go just start trying this shit. It's literally just like FL Studio, but I don't think you can like copy and paste. Like I think you literally have to like manually do every single bar. Like like that 3 minutes was literally like me playing this shit, like type shit, like no fake shit, crazy. But I was doing it because like whenever you first start out, like if this is really what you want to do, that's all you're gonna want to fucking do. Like those fucking 3-4 minute manually done beats all got done because in school I'm just right there with it. Like what fucking homework? I don't know.
Yeah, serious, man.
I'm working on this snare don't sound right. I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? Like passion.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Gym class, any class. I wasn't working on shit with music. I'm writing bars.
Word.
But I started to do like early Joe Buttons became somebody that inspired me as an artist just because he was one of the few people I ever seen to put real life in his music on that level to where he talking about like smoking wet and being like in the streets and being homeless and going through it with his girl. I never really heard rappers talk like that. And it was like heavy. Like when we heard it, it was just like an old shit moment. Like,
Yeah.
we can do this. And from that moment, I started to, I was developing like bars and shit, just trying to be nice. But in that moment, I was like, all right, I gotta figure something else out. And I kind of chilled for a minute, and I got a diary. But in my diary, I would rap, I would go through my day in bars, I would rap it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know what I mean? So no matter what, even though I didn't do nothing, I would rap it. I chilled in the house today, ate some cereal. I would just bullshit and rap.
Hell yeah.
So when it came to me doing the song, I could just put real life into it with no hesitation. It wouldn't be like I had to think about it.
Word, because you was just practicing that shit all the time.
And I used to, I'm from like 2 different hoods. So I would have to walk sometime. I would miss the last bus and have to walk from this hood to that hood. Whole time I'd be freestyling.
Whole time.
You know what I mean? So that's like a 30, 40 minute walk, and I'm freestyling this whole time about everything that's going on that walk and shit like that. That's like what you saying, passion and dedication. And whenever, like, I'd battle any fucking body, I ain't care. Like, it was whatever. And that's that passion. Like, that's the artist. The people who don't care, they gonna do it. And they know something. Like, you have to know something. Like, if you don't know something, and if you are artist and don't know what I'm talking about, then you gotta kind of tap into yourself. But you gotta know at the end of the day, one, you can make it, and you will make it if you really want that shit. But you can is the first one. Like, oh, I could do this shit, and really learn how to put together songs. A lot of people can't do that, but you gotta learn how to put together songs and shit.
Word, and like, yo, like, even if you can't, don't just refuse not to. Like, at least try.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give some advice for this. Like, but before I say this, at least fucking try. You can pay anybody to do anything, but try it yourself first. Because, all right, shout out Adam Ivy, because this is the most expensive thing ever. Laziness. If you do shit yourself, you're not gonna have to pay someone else to do it. So just don't be lazy and at least try. Cause shit, laziness can get expensive as
That's
fuck.
the real shit to do.
Shit, like, man. And then look at all these people getting rich as fuck off that shit. Like,
Other people being lazy.
I don't feel like going to get my McDonald's.
I'm gonna pay you to do it. And even to the point where, because like this working out is big right now. And the fact is, you don't need shit. You don't need anybody to be healthy. But people will pay somebody to half-ass motivate them.
But like, you talking about like coaches and stuff?
No, I was actually in the gym and I saw this. It's not effective. I'm talking about being somebody who used to be 240 pounds and 250 pounds to being somebody right now who's like 180 and shit like that. So it's like, you don't need it, and that shit's, I don't know, that shit's not true. I seen it, like, you paying for shit, one day you're gonna stop paying. You know what I mean? And then shit stops. But if you self-motivated and that shit's not, what I'm saying, if it's not coming from outside, then you can always have it. You know what I mean? What if this guy stops fucking training you? What if this person stop mixing records? And now who you gonna go to? What you gonna do now? Like, Redman said something real important. He said, if you're an artist, just at least take a year off, take some time off to learn how to mix your shit.
Real shit.
That's
like,
important.
If it's relevant and it's like really effective, like, and people say they don't have time to do shit all the time, but like, bro, there's so much time. There's so much time. Like, just think of the time that you're taking to sit and watch this right now.
Right.
Like, you know, you could have been doing something else, but you chose to do this. So thank you, first of all.
Right.
But, you know, after this, maybe you could go learn how to mix your song. If you're
shit like that.
a rapper or a singer or even a producer. Here's something I noticed though. So when I was just like doing like rap and like lyrics and all that shit, I never really learned how to mix my vocals until I started making beats and I started like searching up beat making tutorials and shit.
Yeah.
And then like that was just one of the recommended videos. Like, why isn't YouTube showing rappers how to fucking record themselves? They're just showing producers how to be engineers. Like, that's cool. Don't get it fucked up, but like, don't just one side this shit.
Real shit.
Like, the people that pay the most is the fucking artist anyway.
Yeah.
At least save me,
yeah.
like.
And it's gonna cost you the most.
Well, shit. I mean, I think marketing should be a little bit more, but like, yo, that shit does get expensive, and that's why you should just record yourself. Like,
yeah, that's why I ended up getting shit, because I added it up. I'm like, if I go record with somebody these many hours, fuck that. I'm gonna go buy my shit. I ain't got time for that. That's too much. And then if I pay you to mix my shit, that's too much. Like you said, time. I don't really watch TV, and it's been a long time since I've been like a TV guy. But
same.
I'm doing something, I guess, productive, but I don't see it like that. I see it as this is life, being active. You know what I mean? Being active, being a part of shit. This is life. So
Always active.
you know what I mean? Like I'll sit down here mixing shit. I'll record, or I'll be listening to interviews, like trying to get better at this shit, or listening to lectures and reading. This fucking whole thing is filled with books. I got way more upstairs, like just meditating, contemplating, or riding a bike, or working out, or just going out into the world and looking at the world for myself and talking to people for myself, honestly.
Yeah, word, man.
Because I don't watch the news. I don't watch all that shit. I don't check with the weatherman. I just go outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
word.
need nobody to tell me what my world is.
I mean, shit, I can't lie. I'll probably like check the app
before
I slide out, just to make sure I'm
but
not out there like,
I'm
oh
just
shit.
saying, being prepared as well. But what I'm saying is just not let people, let other people control their world, and then their world gets so small from shit like that.
Word, like the news, like you were saying, like they just give off that vibe that's just like, damn, life fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a business decision.
You don't remember what people say, but you remember how they make you feel.
Mm-hmm,
and
that's real.
All I remember is the news makes me feel like shit.
Yeah.
So I feel you. I don't watch that shit.
That shit's depressing. And it's a long time ago they made a decision to say bad news sell more than good news. So we're going to focus on bad news. That's why we literally got a concentration of bad news.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even tell us anything worthy of life.
Yeah, like, what's that movie with Will Ferrell? When all the Anchorman?
Yeah,
they were like, yo, nobody's watching this shit no more.
Yeah, shit like that. It's real.
And they were like,
man.
yo, hold on. Zoom into this. And there was like a police chase or some shit.
Like, comedies
and then
is cool.
boom,
Like, movies is cool, but if you watch them with the right mind, you'll be like,
you'll
shit.
get it. Like you'll really get it.
That's an old shit moment. Like, wow. But like, tell me for you what it's been like growing up here in Pennsylvania, in central Pennsylvania.
Shit, so at first, when I was like real little, I was over in Lakemont. So like, I was in the woods all the time, just like by myself with some friends, just like fucking picking up sticks, acting like they're guns and shit. And then like to junior high, I still lived in Lakemont, but I would walk 45 minutes just to hang out with motherfuckers in here.
Right.
Just to go bullshit, do whatever.
Mm-hmm. Coming to age shit.
Yep. Just doing whatever, getting in trouble. Shit. Just dumb shit, really. And then in 9th grade, I moved to Harrisburg. And then this is when I really got...
that?
Oh, dude, it was like really fucking cool. Like for like, shit, I can't lie though. For somebody that don't got like a heart, it would have been hard. Cause like, bro, I got here and like, this is the reason I like really started like getting serious about this music shit. Cause I went to this football game and these dudes were like, yo, is this your like music? Cause I was already in school and like a couple football games went by and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go to this one. And then they asked me and I was like, yeah. And they were like, nah, that's too good. Like, that's not you. And I was like, what? Like, yeah, it is, whatever. And then we're like, oh, but like on some like real friendly shit, like, oh, dude, you should rap with his brother and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, yeah, cool. Yeah, let's get it. What's your number or whatever? So then we exchanged numbers, whatever. And then like a couple days later, this random ass kid is like, hey, yo, watch out for that diss track of 2015. And I was like, whatever. I was in this Photoshop class, so I was like, all right. Went back to my fucking cover art that I was working on, I'm pretty sure. And then same dude that was like, nah, that's not you, that's too good. I'm hearing from all these people like, yo, he dropped a diss on you on SoundCloud. He dropped a diss on you on SoundCloud. So I was like, all right, let me check this shit out. And like, it was like, all right, quality was pretty fucking good. So I got on my motherfucking Turtle Beaches and I talked my shit. He didn't say anything back. And then I got to school. I would say so, like, bro, like if you went back and asked these people, they'd be like, yeah, he killed him. He fucking killed him. All right, so then here's where the second thing comes in. And here's why like I got real fucking serious. Cause I was like, bro, like, do you wanna like rap battle, fight, what's up? Like, what do you wanna do? Cause that was like, bro, you didn't even tell me you did that. Like, I heard from all these other people, like, so and he was in my first period gym class, so that was like perfect. No, I don't wanna do none of that.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So I dropped a second diss track on him and his friend that was there with him. Now I was like, because his friend's brother was the engineer for Lil Skies, apparently. Not gonna drop no names or anything. But, so that's why the quality was real good, by the way. So I was like,
just the whole squad?
Yeah, pretty much. Like him, his best friend, fucking his dad. I don't fucking remember. I don't really remember. This was like 4 years ago. But shit, yeah, I did that. And then his friend dropped a diss on me. And then he was like, GB, you a hoe just like your girl. And then, yo, like, you know the fucking DJ scratch sound that's like,
yeah.
Like, that's what went on in my head. I was like, oh my God. So I went to school and I walked up to him and I fucking punched him in his face, bro. And then he had this black eye for a week and he said it was his brother that punched him in the face. And then, like, it was just a bunch of, like, blah, blah, blah from there. But that's when, like, shit started really getting serious for me rapping. Because I was like, every track, I got to go hard as fuck. Because I know they listening to this shit.
To die for this shit.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not. No, like.
Damn, you punching people and shit. I ain't saying like that, but you look, ready to go hard. You feel me?
It was on some young shit. Like, I literally heard it right before I went to school. Like, so I didn't even have time to think. It was just fuck them. Fuck them. But after that, like, actually me and him are like cool now. Like, he messages me sometimes still and he's like, bro, that's a nice one. Like, song and shit. On some real shit. So, like, it's really no, like, beef or anything.
No,
but
it's young shit.
Shit, at the time I was like, just on some kid shit. But
how long did you live out there in Harrisburg?
Shit, only like 2 years. And then I came back here. And
how was the whole experience? Like, cause I know Harrisburg.
It's just different.
They must have thought I was playing this shit. Like I wasn't playing in this shit. Fuck with the Pope.
Truth be told, don't know how rats survive. It's rhetorical, y'all friends, I can't ask you guys. That's why I be dolo, can't match my vibe. It's all good, but the homie got a nasty side. It's respect or get checked off that papoose vibes. I give my brothers hugs, it's love if I slap you five. We just cool, that's cool, don't act too fly. Say still official, I ain't from this era. I'm just saying, watch your mouth, cousin. We could box if it's bout some. Like I said, I ain't from this era. Amongst lies, the truth is a fucking terror. Keep watch, you'll be shocked when calm is a dusty mirror. Images forever tainted, cause you fronted and you hesitated. Chase waterfalls, now you in the desert waiting. That's how I know it statement.
I had another bar I ain't put in there. I said I came to lay the law down. I'm your elder statesman. I ain't really want to put it. I wanted this to be one of them Scarface type joints, you feel me? Where you just vibe, you hear me? Let me like my shit.
Ladies love cool tone, they don't like new tone. They don't like true tone, they like roof tone. Doggy style, huge bone. Cab call before I nut, finna send your boo home. Trifling ass, I don't like his ass. Erase his number one, fight his ass. Then bang my line like I forgot my mask. Goofy shit, cause I'm the dude you miss. Admit my dick the truth, then get a truth a kiss. Attitude was ludicrous. I dogged you like you a bitch, you my sis. Protect my heart, baby, you my rib. You take my breath away, you my sig. Apologize for all the petty shit I ever did. No longer do what I know better than. I got us, baby, you ain't never gotta sweat your wig. The world close you off, promise you could let me in. Let's make love, we'll never just have sex again. Forgive me, girl, I'm about to send this text again.
Hey, little homie, that's just some game. But when you ready to man up and apologize and step your shit up, you gotta send us